Carissa here, Artist in Residence for Imagine Crafts 2015, and I'm going to share with you how I created this beautiful bokeh background using my favorite Imagine Crafts products. Now this technique you usually see in photography where they create kind of like a blurred background, and I've seen it make its way into card making and crafting, and I've been really intrigued by it, and I thought I could definitely recreate it using some of my favorite Imagine Crafts products. I decided to use the fireworks sprays for this technique because it has a beautiful shimmer and I think it looks really great with this technique. I'm also using our Memento Luxe wedding dress ink and also VersaFine black onyx ink to create the sentiment. So let's get started. I'm using a piece of 140-pound watercolor paper, and here I am saturating it with some plain water. Now I'm going to add my sprays randomly all around, and I'm using Dandelion, Tangelo, Ladybug, and Angel Pink. I thought these colors really blended nicely together. And so you can see because the watercolor paper was already wet, as I spray, they really blend and mix together nicely, and so I just tilt the paper back and forth to get those colors moving and blending even better. So I'm setting that off to the side to dry, and I want to share with you another tip. I have all this beautiful spray on my craft mat and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm taking another piece of watercolor paper and picking up all of that with my paper. Now I have another beautiful background for another project. So this watercolor paper is now dry. I did use a heat gun to speed up the process a little bit. And now you can see I have a template here. I just created it using some acetate and 4 different sizes of circles from a circle die that I have in my stash. So I am just randomly using this as a stencil, and I'm using my sponge dauber to bring in the Memento Luxe wedding dress ink and just kind of sponge on those circles randomly on the cardstock that we already colored earlier. So it's pretty random. I'm not really thinking about where I'm putting them. I do want to make sure that I use a variety of the different sizes. That's why I have 4 different sizes that I cut out. And as I get to the smaller circles, I am making them a little bit darker with the white ink, so I'm making sure to add more. That just adds to this technique by giving you some depth between the circle sizes and also the whiteness of that. And so for my smallest circle, I'm actually just using the sponge dauber directly to the sheet and kind of twisting a little bit to leave the ink behind. And I wanted to soften it up, so I'm using that second largest circle and just kind of softening up the background a little bit more. So here it is all completely done, and I'm going to go ahead and get ready to apply it to a card. I love the background so much that I just wanted to use a simple sentiment. This is by Avery L. And I'm just going to stamp that with VersaFine Onyx Black. This ink is very, very rich, and it looks great over all of these layers. I'm using some foam adhesives to attach it to my card base, and the card is all done. I hope you enjoyed this technique, and for more ideas using the products used today, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Pinterest, and ImagineCrafts.com. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.